What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of American Truck Simulator Backhaul. Today I've got the Great Dane spread axle trailer here, picking it up from Costco in Flagstaff and heading over to Walmart in Vegas. And I made a couple changes here to the truck just to give you guys a different look. The rims, I'll start off here, are Peterbilt rims, Alcoas, and when you do that, the rims are slightly bigger than the stock rubber, so you can put Bridgestones on here, and they don't look that bad at all on here, even though it is a Peterbilt rim. So everything looks a little bit more size correct. Someone pointed out, they agreed with me, there does seem to be something different, and then he said it was the tires and the rims. And you know what? I kind of agree. And it was also pointed out that this truck is a swept back axle on the front, so the front axle is going to be a little further back than normal, which, you know, you can definitely tell. It's just like the 389, although it does look like this one's a little further back than normal. But also keep in mind, this is basically a reskin. When you look in the SCS file for this, not all the parts are there like you would normally expect. So not all the files are normally there. So basically, it's W900, but it's just taking some stuff off and putting different stuff on, like the hood and the bumper, like I mentioned in the other video. So still a very nice job on it. I changed up the side skirt here. Like I said, also this whole area here between the step and the front wheel disappears if you have no skirt at all. So I went with this half look, and it merges right in the tank nicely. It'd be nice if we could put some lights here on the bottom of the tank, but that is not an option. No other options for fenders. I kept the back stacks there. I probably could have put a taller air dam on there, but I'll run with this for now. Metallic orange is the paint on the truck right now, so as I said, we're going over to Vegas, but unfortunately with this mod here, it doesn't tell you what the cargo is. It just says GD spread. I've got 15 hours to do it, gotta go to sleep at 11 and a half, and GPS puts me there at 8 and a half, so good on fuel as well. It's time to get rolling. Still have a Cummins N14 525 horsepower engine in here, hooked up to a 13-speed Eaton Fuller transmission with retarder. GPS wants me to go to the right, but screw it, let's head out to the main road from here. I do like this truck, even though the options aren't all there. It's still a very nice truck, even though it's not a full truck mod. I wanted to do a fleet skin here with the truck, and the search I had done earlier today turned up nothing as far as templates for the T660. That's not to say that there aren't any out there. I'm sure there is one or two somewhere, but for the most part, it doesn't look like they're mainstream. They're going to be very easy to find. So, you know, someone that is really interested in this truck and you want to make a template, or you want a template so you can make it skin, I'm sure with the right amount of searching and talking to the right people, you can probably get your hands on one. You know, and it was also mentioned before about the RPM ranges on these motors, and what you see in the game here isn't exactly right. There are certain sites that are pretty good with torque ranges and whatnot for these motors, and some of these things, their sweet spot is between 1500 and 1800 RPM. So for those that are out there that are saying, you know, if you go over 1500 RPM, you're over revving. No, actually you're not. On some of these engines, you can go up to $2,000 and be just fine, be at the top of the power band peak before you start losing out, and you know, you're not going to notice anything. See, this right here to me is too low. It's taking forever to accelerate compared to as if I was sitting around 1500 RPM. Some people like to drive like that, but me, not so much. I want to get moving. I don't need 3 GPSs up. Now, and also, I wanted to mention about this truck, some people have been having issues getting it loaded. From what I've seen in the chatter online is that this truck does not agree well with those who play their game in OpenGL. So, I haven't tested that myself. I play with DirectX, I believe it is. It's the recommended one. So if you guys are trying to play this one and you start your game in OpenGL, try opening in a different way if you can. The truck might work then, but I was talking to a person trying to help him get the truck loaded, and he was saying he was installing the SCS files, and he even cleared out his mod manager and put just the T660 in, and it was still crashing when he'd go to the Kenworth dealer. So, and then while I was looking around for the template, I came across this truck, and someone had posted saying it doesn't work in the OpenGL, and I remember seeing that before. It's just something I completely forgot about. So that could be the case. If you do play the game in OpenGL, maybe this thing isn't going to work. Like I said, though, it's not something I've tried, so if someone else wants to try it, then be my guest. And if you are one that is having issues trying to get the game to load, or at least get to this truck, and you open your game in OpenGL and you're able to change that out, maybe DirectX or something, or whatever the other option is, you know, give that a shot. I slowed down, but of course now they find the freaking gas pedal. Hopefully you guys were able to join and enjoy the ATS live stream I did on Wednesday. Always trying to work and improve on that, so the last few weeks, in my opinion, have been getting better and better. And the chemistry with the new crew is really starting to improve as well, so hopefully you guys are noticing that and you're enjoying it. I know, unfortunately, not everyone is able to join. I've had a few people that have said, oh, they were looking forward to it, and now it sucks that they can't. But many have been understanding of why I have closed off the open convoy invitation. So hopefully more people continue to understand that as they learn of that. I do plan on eventually having a open invite convoy. It's just as of right now, time is just not there for me to do that. Just thought about that too when that happened. Oh well. This truck. I'd have to say this one is slightly better than the 386. But I really wish both that truck and the 386 had a little more support. In fact, I'd actually rather drive the 386, and chances are, if that does get remade or updated in any way, you will probably see me drive the 386 a little bit more often, obviously, than I do now, but there will be runs where I probably park the 389 to run the 386. I like that truck that much. It's just unfortunate it doesn't get the love that other trucks will get. I mean, granted, the mod needs work, it needs a lot of help, it's not one of the best truck mods out there, but it's still a very popular truck in the real world, just like the 660 here. It's something that we see both of every day when you're out on the road. Amazing how this little hill can just kill momentum. And then again, when I'm tipping the scales with a load that's over 40,000 pounds, whoa, why are we on a brake check here? Gonna run the hell over. Yeah, I know, it's a big giant dam. wish we could go down the strip. That'd be awesome. I think that's the one major drawback with this town on this map here. You can't go down the strip. You have to drive all the way around it. That would have been great, you know, have that road open, you can just do a parade of trucks. You know, and I just thought about this one. Maybe someone will agree and put this up on the Truckers MP forum. If this truck is not making any changes to the base mod, it's... yeah, see, I don't think it'll work. Truckers MP will not allow any mods that makes changes to the base game. Now, although this thing is swapping out parts of the W900, what I don't know is if it's changing stuff to the base game. I mean, it's basically doing what the long chassis conversion does, and that's changing it. Well, actually just deletes the sleeper, but what, that orange looks all right. Especially with this trailer on it too. It's a nice looking setup. Let me guess. Or not. I drove right past it, didn't even notice. See here, I wish I could lift that first set of axles on the trailer here, because in the real world, I'm tearing the hell out of those tires on that suspension. Aha, yep, right there. Didn't even notice it. Should have known better. Well, there you go, guys. The backhaul run here. Second run with the T660. Hopefully you guys who download it are able to get it going, and hopefully you're able to enjoy it, and hopefully it continues to be updated. It's a very nice looking truck. So far performs nicely. Good amount of options for it. It's not overloaded with all that SISL interior garbage. So maybe a little bit more polishing, and this truck is going to be really worth using on as a daily basis. So until the next run, thanks for watching. Take it easy.